Texas is in mourning this week after catastrophic flash floods swept through central Texas, killing at least 27 people and leaving over 20 girls missing from a summer camp. What was supposed to be a peaceful 4th of July weekend turned into a nightmare, with water rising at record speeds, sweeping away cabins, vehicles, and entire families. What happened? Remnants of tropical storm. Barry dumped up to 20 inches of rain in just hours. The Guadalupe River surged nearly 30 feet in less than an hour. Entire roads disappeared, bridges crumbled, and emergency alerts couldn't come fast enough. At Camp Mystic, a Christian summer retreat for girls, cabins were washed away while the campers were sleeping. Witnesses say screams were heard before the camp went completely silent. The human toll. 27 lives lost as of July 5th, many of them children. Over 800 people rescued, including a woman found 20 miles downstream clinging to a tree. The search continues for 23 to 27 missing girls, many believed to have been pulled into the floodwaters at night. Parents are heartbroken, some still waiting at the riverbanks, praying their daughters will be found alive. Emergency response. More than 1,000 rescue personnel have been deployed, including helicopters, drones, and boats. Governor Greg Abbott declared a state of emergency in 15 counties. The federal government has promised disaster relief, with shelters and grief counselors now being mobilized statewide. Why this happened? This wasn't just bad weather. This was a perfect storm of remnant hurricane moisture, poor drainage in flood-prone areas, old infrastructure, and missing alerts in key zones. It's now being called the second highest Guadalupe River flood surge in history. Community response and hope. Viral footage shows heroic helicopter rescues, including one dramatic airlift from a rooftop bar. Churches in Kerrville are holding prayer vigils and funeral services. Neighbors are cooking, donating clothes, and supporting survivors any way they can. Closing thought. This tragedy is a heartbreaking reminder that natural disasters don't wait for warnings. They arrive, uninvited, and change lives forever. To the families still searching, the nation is with you. To those who lost someone, we mourn with you. And to those surviving, we see your strength.
Oh my God, y'all. So while most people were lighting up fireworks, parts of central Texas was fighting for their lives. The people in Texas says there is nothing to celebrate this 4th of July because they just had the second most catastrophic storm in history. If you didn't hear, the Guadalupe River, it crested its banks in the middle of the night while people were sleeping. Meaning the water rose up so high and so fast, it literally flooded the rural communities around it, y'all. Y'all, this is at 4:30 in the morning. This house is literally floating down this river with people in there. Look at them. Look at the flashlight, y'all. That's crazy. Look at this. Homes, businesses, trees, light poles, stop sign, completely ripped out the foundation, and they were floating down the river. Look at this car being sandwiched between these two homes, y'all. This is crazy. Now the tree is getting into what's going with the tree. Look at this, y'all. Oh my goodness.
Flash flooding in the San Antonio area as the Guadalupe River flowing at historic levels this morning. Kerr County Sheriff's Office says people have been killed in this, but wouldn't say exactly how many just yet. Meanwhile, the National Weather Service reports the Guadalupe near the city of Hunt reached its second highest level ever recorded.
Okay, my house is flooding. Anybody out there? I have my dad on hospice and I need to get him out of here. He's bedridden, he can't walk, he can hardly move, and look where the water is. So somebody please, we've called 911. It's bad over here. In front of the house, it's like a river. I mean, it's like a lake. They can't come look. We've lost our cars.
Look at the sky, y'all. The sky is purple. The sky is literally purple. Look at this, y'all. This is crazy. She says she's lived there for 30 years. This has never happened. And here's the kicker, y'all. Apparently, Texas is already set up to receive more rain today. I don't know how they know this, but there might be more flooding happening.
Even more devastating, meteorologists expect the area to receive several more inches of rain in the coming hours. And Kerrville Public Utility Board saying at least 2,600 customers are now in the dark.
Like a thief in the night. These things are happening like a thief in the night, y'all. The Bible told us. There's a great cleanse going on. Y'all see it. Don't act like y'all don't know what's going on. The shift is here. Let's continue to get it. Peace in.
The 24 deaths in Texas with the flooding victims, and now it looks like possibly 20 innocent young girls having fun at a camp. Those deaths were directly caused by Donald Trump, Project 2025, and Greg Abbott. All of those cuts to the National Weather Service, to NOAA, by DOGE, supported by Governor Abbott and Trump and MAGA Republicans, directly caused those deaths. And if you are a Republican voter who voted for Governor Abbott and voted for Trump and supported DOGE, this is on you. It's not anyone else's fault that you don't believe in science, you refuse to access unbiased information from very credible people. It's on you that you're part of a cult that can only see in a very dystopian, certain, hateful way. These deaths are on all of you. And when Governor Abbott is up for re-election next year, we still better be talking about this and so many other things. Because let me tell you, Governor Abbott now sits on a FEMA council with Christine Noem to make even more cuts. You voted for this, and these people have lost their lives. And let me tell you something else. When you see your king, Trump, your orange guy, expressing sympathy about these deaths, see if just for once you can look into his eyes, you can hear the tone of his voice, you can look at his energy and his whole disposition, and notice he's not fucking worried or caring or upset about it at all. It's just words coming from a narcissist to gain points from you.
Well, breaking fuck the news. If you haven't heard, there is immense and extreme flooding occurring in Texas right now. 24 people have been unalived by the flooding. A all-girls camp, 20 girls from a girls' camp had to be rescued because of the flash flooding. Texas officials decided that they were going to go on television and say, you guys all got the alerts like we did. The National Weather Service didn't predict that we were going to get this much rain and as quickly as we have. When you fire the people who are in charge of predicting this shit because you say it's wasteful spending, and in a matter of 2 months, a few natural disasters have occurred that could have been stopped or halted if we had people working in the national... You know what? If you have family in Texas right now, this is what I'm just going to do. If you have family in Texas right now, please contact them. Make sure they're safe. If you haven't heard about it and this is your first time hearing about the situation, there is immense flooding going on right now in regions of Texas. Please, please, please contact your loved ones. And always drop a big fuck you to our president for the dumb shit that is occurring that could have possibly been avoided if we didn't fire half of America.
National Weather Service forecasters are to blame for the Guadalupe River flash flood that caused more than 20 girls to disappear from Camp Mystic. That's according to local officials in Kerr County, Texas, and it absolutely pisses me off. Here's why. Let's run through the facts. At 7 p.m. on Thursday, they issued a flash flood watch. Earlier Thursday afternoon, the National Weather Service issued a broad flood watch for parts of south central Texas, including Kerr County, warning that a slow-moving storm system was expected to bring anything from scattered shower to intense storms through Friday morning. Starting very early Friday morning, the Weather Service began issuing a series of upgraded warnings in quick succession as rivers across the region began to rise. First, the San Saba River at 1 a.m., again at 5 a.m., followed by the Concho River, and then the Colorado River, each of which were expected to keep rising through the weekend. The Weather Service also continued to issue flash flood warnings throughout the region, including for Kerr County, as the storm's impacts were becoming more clear as it stalled out, dumping more than 15 inches of rain in about 7 hours. A little after 4 a.m., the Weather Service began to issue their most urgent alerts, called particular danger situation warnings, reserved for flash floods, tornadoes, and other stuff, with the one for Kerr County, Texas, coming at 5:34 a.m. In the statement for the Guadalupe River, the forecaster wrote, automated rain gauges indicate a large and deadly flood wave is moving down the Guadalupe River. Flash flooding is already occurring. And flood warnings and flood watches continued to be issued through 7 p.m. Friday night. And the local officials can blame the National Weather Service, but the National Weather Service is working understaffed across the country, thanks to Trump administration cuts to NOAA and the National Weather Service. So it's not the National Weather Service. They did what they could with what they had and the people they had. It's not their fault. It's a bigger problem than the local forecasting officials.
Well, good morning, Texas. It is now July 5th. Have you even heard from your president? Has he even made an announcement on social media? God knows he's on there all goddamn day, all goddamn night, and he hasn't said a word. He cuts all of the funding to the things that are going to keep people safe. Keep people safe, because he doesn't believe in climate change. Well, all of you don't believe in climate change for some strange reason, but that's another topic. But you haven't even heard a damn word out of the alleged president's mouth about all of the flooding that's taking place, all of the people in Texas who have died because of this flood, how many people are still missing, all of the property damage. But nope, not a tweet for you guys, none. That's because the alleged president doesn't care about you. Donald Trump doesn't care about the citizens of this country. He only cares about himself, his family, and his little billionaire buddies, and how they can line their pockets, cutting everything in this country that citizens need to survive. The Weather Service, NOAA, all of these things, FEMA. Who's going to help you rebuild? Who? The damn man hasn't even acknowledged you. Hasn't even acknowledged you. But yeah, happy 4th to you, right? Happy 4th of July. You got to be kidding me. And you people fall for his bullshit. Line after line and time after fucking time. The man does not care about this country. He only cares about the billionaires. He only cares about how anything benefits him. The rest of us and the rest of this goddamn country, we are disposable. Anyway, it's just another friggin' day in Trump's America. Like, share, follow for more. This is Grim with Get the Rant, and I'll see you all in the next video.